So is this the most pointless quest that has come into Legion so far? This refers to the Paladin version of the Champions of Legionfall quest. I'm going to go through the main points in it, but it seemed to me completely drab and awful and utterly pointless. It was almost like fly to point A, do a thing, fly to point B, do a thing, fly to point C, do a thing, and so on. And I know people are going to look at this and say I'm, picking bones, and there's a lot of quests that are relatively straightforward and just go there and do a thing, but this one is billed as being a fairly important one. Think about the way it worked. When patch 7.2 was released, we knew that one of the things we're going to be able to do is get some more Order Hall upgrades. So we go to the NPC where we could get those upgrades, and I didn't know this based on PTR because it wasn't really behind this achievement at that point. And we've saved up our order resources, or some of us that knew that this was coming. I'd saved up a lot of order resources to be able to get these things. Go to the guy, and I go, oh, I'm going to get my new order research done now. No, you're not. Because you have to get this achievement first. Oh, right, okay. And so here we are, like 2 weeks into patch 7.2. I get the quest. Cordana on the Broken Shore gives me the quest for Champions of Legionfall. Oh, okay, this is now this next step. Because we've got several quests, class-based quests that are coming through in 7.2. All very exciting. They've time-gated it, as we now know they were going to. I mean, we know they time-gate things. And the first quest we got to do, of course, was our Hidden Artifact appearance one, the challenge quest that came with the Mage Tower. And those who haven't been able to do that yet, the Mage Tower presumably will come up in the next week or so as well. And then there's going to be this one, where we get a new follower. So again, class-based quest, something that people have been asking for. People like class-based quests, great. And then later on, we're going to be able to do the quest line to get our class mount. Those of us who are going to get a class mount that doesn't look completely pathetic as well. But this particular quest, no effort was put into it at all. So I'm just going to go through so you can see for yourself. Some of you will have experienced yourself, and you can obviously write comments below. What do you think about it? I have to say I am utterly appalled. So what you have to do here is you have to find some Silver Hand recruits and then just click your extraction button, the judge thing, which on the face of it is a very dull thing to have to do. Incredibly dull. But here comes the problem. You keep going around here. First of all, I'm only just getting used to it. Oh, someone already got that one, of course, so I can no longer use it. And this is the problem when it's just come out. I've just sneaked. If you don't happen upon one who's just appeared in front of your face, when there's this many people about because the quest has just come in, you can't do it. Now, of course, people are going to say, well, after a few days, it'll have settled down a bit. It'll be a lot more straightforward. But that sort of misses the point for me. There's two aspects to this that are problematic. The first of which is the fact that it's an extremely dull thing to have to do. What sense does this make? It's just going around and clicking on a thing. Not very inspired. Okay, not all quests can be all bangs and flashes. But the other thing is, they knew that they were time-gating this effectively. They knew that when it came out, when it was available to people, loads of people were going to be going around to do it. There should surely be a checklist for quests, really. I've taken to flying now. That's the only way to. You just need to be more mobile. They should have a checklist, as I say, where they go down and think to themselves, okay, how is this quest going to be if there were loads of people trying to do it at once? It harks back to the original, when Legion first launched and we started off on the Ashbringer quest, and much the same for other specs as well, I imagine, when I was going around in Eastern Plague Lands as well, going around trying to find mobs to tag, when there were on a PvP realm as well, absolutely crap loads of players of both factions there, all trying to not be arseholes to each other, but at the same time get the mobs done. Again, it needs to, I think, quests like this, important quests. I mean, if it was a quest that you could sort of take it or leave it, but this is a quest we need to complete in order to not only get that extra champion, which is useful for doing Order Hall missions, but also to be able to start our Order Hall research again. So it has a tangible benefit for us to do this immediately. So there, in a quest such as that, and again it goes back to the starting Ashbringer quest, they should say to themselves, how is this quest going to play out if there's loads of people in the area? And if the way it's going to play out is it's going to be as frustrating as hell and utterly tedious, then I really feel that they should think about it again and redesign the quest to make it... In an MMO, you don't want to hate human beings. And quests like this just make you hate people. There we go, we finally get the last one. So it's not like it's taken 10, 15 minutes or anything like that. It was just the annoyance factor of it. It's not fun. And a quest you want to be fun, ideally. I mean, not everything can please everyone, of course. But it wasn't fun. It was tedious. The fact that there were lots of other players there made it extra tedious. And that's not particularly enjoyable. So we had to do a thing, and then we're going to go and we're going to talk to the NPC here. Now what we're going to see is a bit of a pattern of going away, doing a thing, and then coming back. And with quests like this, again, I'm not very keen. I'm much keener if you're going to do something like this, where they send you away to do several things. But they keep sending you away to do a thing, a single thing, which takes you a minute, and then coming back here. So here we are, been sent to Val'sharah. So we need to talk to an NPC who gives us the next quest, of course, which is to kill an NPC. I need to kill this Darkbinder. It's got a name on it. So you're thinking, oh, tough elite mob at this point, you know. Bit of a challenge, maybe. Now, obviously, it can't be the sort of thing for which you need the sort of level of gear I've got to do. So, yeah, I'm going to find it relatively straightforward. But at least a bit of a challenge. So I'm wandering around here, and I can see the thing on... Even though I can see it on the minimap, I've gone past the actual mob because I don't believe that's it. Because that's clearly not an elite mob. That's not an impressive mob, and I'm looking for an impressive mob. This is a class quest line. But, you know, sure enough, I look at it again, it's like, no, that is the NPC. How odd, but I still don't believe it. I'm wandering around, I'm looking right at it, and I don't believe it. And you know... And I don't know why, but it's just so unimpressive. So I eventually agree that this is the thing I'm supposed to kill. And go, all right then, bang, and it's dead. It's just dead. And that's it. And I'm thinking, okay, what now? That's it. So back to the NPC. And then what I need to do is to go around and collect a few chests. So we can see those marks on the minimap. So I'm just going to go up here and click on a thing. And then go into a couple of other buildings and click on another thing. And all this in a normal questing area. Nothing, you know. The thing that takes the longest amount of time is obviously dealing with these slightly annoying mobs, which I can largely ignore, as you can see. You know, we've come across this area when we're questing before. Again, it's not an area swarming with any elite mobs or anything like that, where you have to plan a little bit about how you're going to get to your objectives. We're just going into buildings that we've done several times before. We've done it maybe while we were leveling. We've done it potentially for world quests as well. There's a world quest in this area that's not active at the moment. Nothing really, I mean, it's just normal mobs getting in our way while we go around and click 3 things. And once we've clicked the 3rd thing, at that point, again, we've done. We're going back. So back to the order hall, just to turn this one in. And then we're thinking, okay, we've done the preliminary stuff now. Okay, let's give us something a little bit tougher. 2k order resources. So we're now getting through. They're giving us good rewards now. So where are we off to now? Got to collect some fell blood. I just need to kill demons. All right, I'm going to be killing a load of demons here, am I? All right, fine, whatever. At least it'll take a bit of time. Oh, I killed 2 demons. I got 2 fell blood there. Okay, fine. Whatever. Another demon, another fell blood. Oh, is it a guaranteed drop? Well, this is quite nice because I've just done the world quest on the Broken Shore for the Basilisk eyes, where a lot of those basilisks didn't even have 1 eye. So we're getting like off each one. This is great. In theory, this is absolutely fantastic. Isn't it better when quests like this actually give you a guaranteed drop? But it is going to limit the amount of time this is going to take me. So so far, I had a little fly around Light's Hope Chapel, and then I flew. I had to go back to Dalaran. Obviously, there's a portal there. Flew to Val'sharah, did, you know, a couple of things that took most of the time I spent there was not believing the actual piss poor mob I had to kill. And then go back to Light's Hope Chapel. And then I've come back here to Azuna in this case. I could have chosen any number of places where they've got demons. I chose to come to Azuna because obviously there's a lot of demons packed in a relatively small space, killing loads more than I need, because all of a sudden they've decided to aggro onto me now that I've finished the quest. Absolutely fantastic there. And then I'm going to go back to Dalaran, but I can't Hearthstone there, of course, because I've spent so little time here. My Hearthstone's still on cooldown, so I'll be flying there. So back to Light's Hope Chapel again, turn in the Fell Blood. Come on, give me something, give me something. What am I going to do now? I'm going to click something, or at least I don't have to fly to another zone to do it. Right, great. Nice one. Oh, a guy. Good. A ghost. So once they've finished prattling along, we can finish that little bit of a quest up. He gives us another quest. Oh, we're going to go to the Broken Shore this time. So we'll go, okay, we're going there. Might be a bit more of a challenge, though. There's elite mobs on the Broken Shore and stuff like that. Is it going to send us after something of comparable difficulty at last? Let us see. So here we are on the Broken Shore, and no, we just target those mobs and click a thing. Extra action button again. Don't even have to fight them. Don't even have to do in similar quests like that. You have to at least beat them down, use a bit of finesse so you don't kill them, get them to down like 30% health or something like that. These are the only mobs we actually really need to concern ourselves with, because they're not involved in the quest chain. They're just there to get in our way, but, you know, take the Ashbringer there. So yeah, we're just going to find 8 of these things and use the talisman on them, which is a simple extra action button. We need to bear in mind at this point, again, think about the actual just time spent flying between the things. We're spending far more time flying between the things than actually getting there. So this is the first mob. I mean, ooh, 1 million health. Wow, I've got to hit it more than twice. Not much more than twice, though. That was the big named mob. Gordon Bennett. There's me thinking we're going to get a 40 or 50 million health mob that would be something of a challenge. Maybe some abilities that make it a bit tricky. Maybe some people, if their gear's not so good, decide maybe to get a couple of friends to help them. It's that sort of thing. No, not a bit of it. Freshly dinged character would have no problem with that. Had to fly back because that Hearthstone is still on cooldown, because, you know, even though I used it several parts ago in the quest chain, each part has taken so little time that, you know, that's been it. We've got a decent amount of artifact power, and here we go. We're now getting the champion. A guy we don't even know, we've only just met. It's the ghost, the dead uncle of someone who shouldn't even be a paladin in the first place. All of us, oh, he's now my new champion. Don't even know who he is. I don't even know who he is. It was some dickhead that died and cursed her family or something, and I've had to sort of deal with that shit. And this bozo, this cretin who cursed his entire family, I'm now thinking, you're the very person to join my merry band of a select group of champions. Doesn't even make sense from a storyline point of view. Tedious quest, utterly tedious and pointless from a storyline point of view, from an engagement point of view, on every level. And as I say, if it was just a standard quest, you could take it or leave it, I wouldn't be making a big fuss. It's the fact that you use this quest to be able to start your order research again for 7.2 that makes it stunningly annoying. And I'm going to have to, label this the worst quest that I've had to do in Legion so far.